are live. Welcome, everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys coming in last minute. I apologize for being a little late. New footage was released from the Texas Roadhouse, which we're going to go over. I need to fix this camera just a little bit. There we go. Let me just make sure my settings are good real quick. All right, looking good. Okay, what a strange 24 hours. I had a live yesterday set up. I think a lot of you were here, and it was about dissecting the Texas Roadhouse footage. They were interested in this green hoodie person. And then I prepared a show yesterday, kind of just breaking down all the different things, just to see what, might stick out. And also if we could identify, what was on the hoodie. Again, I just want to reiterate, this person is only being looked at as a, someone like a witness. This is not a suspect or anything like that. And as a matter of fact, yesterday, just before I went live, they said that they believed this person was cleared, or at least that's what they were told. But then, today, just less than an hour ago, I believe, Dog put out a new tweet and released more footage. So I don't know what's going on, because it seems like, from what I understand, I don't know, I'll pull this up and then of course, we'll look at the footage. I tried to break it down as fast as I could within 30 minutes of the time I had before I could go live. But let's look at this one. So here is the tweet, and we can actually pull up the actual one. But for now, he said, and this is according to, I believe, Dog. I got to turn off my heater. Okay. Is that, according to him, it says, from Detective Carter, if y'all want to release the Texas Roadhouse photo to see if anyone can ID that person, we're good with it. Just add us on the tips, or feel free to forward them as they come in. Now, again, I don't know the entire situation, but, of course, Dog just posted this, not too long ago, where he says, P.S. Do you believe me or Sheriff Snuggle Struggle? For those that don't know who he's referring to, that is Sheriff Craddock. And one of his, I don't know if it was on Facebook or something like that, he doesn't like to use the word rape. He likes to call it Snuggle Struggle, and that has definitely rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And so then they released more footage, which actually shows, because before we just kind of had, snippets of the Roadhouse footage, and we didn't have this green hoodie person. It didn't show that lady walking to the vehicle and then inside and then walking out. They have now released all of that. So I have tried to break as much as I could down in like 30 minutes. If there's more that we see in this footage, we can do it here live. Again, I see all the love in the chat. Thank you guys so much. I wish I could shout everybody out, but we've got over 600 people in here in less than 5 minutes. We'd be here all night. But I do want to shout out my mods. It's a lot of work when we have a lot of people in here. And, of course, especially with a case where, you've kind of got to divide and, in this case, which is, kind of sad, but, here we're Team Sebastian. We just want the answers, wherever they lead, we just want, a happy ending, and hopefully find this poor child alive. So with that said, just to make sure my settings are good, I'm just going to play a 2-minute recap. It's usually the same recap I play. I just want to make sure that because I rushed everything, just want to make sure that everything's running smoothly. So I'm going to play that real quick, and then we're going to jump right into the footage. So bear with me for 2 minutes while we just play a recap of his timeline, and then we'll get right into the footage there.
Juvenile 2008 Traffic Court 1008 Traffic Court Commissioner. call guys this morning and woke up and their 15-year-old male was not in the bed. We have right now 3 blonde hair across my bed, but we're going to turn it down. I was going to be wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants. You know, those have a part of autism. It's the first time it happened. I was going to be in the home before midnight. All the doors are locked at this time.
Informer.
Sebastian Rogers is a 15-year-old autistic teenager who lives in Hendersonville, Tennessee. He was last seen Sunday night on February 25th by his mother, Katie Proudfoot. The next morning, on the 26th, his mother went to wake Rogers up and get him ready for school, but Rogers was nowhere to be seen. Sebastian Rogers was allegedly wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants, his glasses, and his keychain flashlight. They also claimed that all of his shoes were accounted for, which means he is most likely barefoot. His case has garnered a lot of media attention, which has helped get his tragic story out to the masses. There has been numerous searches for Sebastian Rogers, including a landfill search in the beginning, to groundwater and air searches.
To censor myself, holy freaking crap, this can't be happening, where is my kid? Choice words were used. Like, where the F is he, I had looked through the house for him, because it was typical for him to get up and come and rummage for snacks and things like that, and he likes to dip behind the, walls and watch, and then he comes out after I come back and he likes to scare me. But, after I looked, and I mean, mind you, all of this took place in like 1 minute flat, but I didn't see him in his room. I looked all over. I ran through the whole house. I looked out all the doors and windows, and I was like hollering his name, and I picked up the phone and I called my husband, and I said, I can't find him. And he said, what do you mean? I said, he's not in this effing house. I can't find our son. And I jumped in my car and I drove around the neighborhood, and I drove over by the school, and he's already, like, at this point I was like hysterical, and I was crying and I was screaming. And he was like, three-wayed. He three-wayed law enforcement and was telling them, like, our son is missing and we don't know what's going on. And he was like, go back to the house, they're on their way. And I drove back to the house. And
Okay. All right. So just to make sure everything's running smooth, looks like it. D, I did upgrade you, so you should be able to have the ability to slow the chat. If you can't, for some reason, just message me. Just try to get my attention, and I will slow chat. All right, let's get right into it. What we'll do, I think it's like 10 minutes long. So I'll play just the original without any edits in it, and then I'll play the edited version of the footage here. So let me get it set up here. Here we are. Let me move this. And so for anybody that's just kind of coming in and wondering what we're doing, so the last place that Sebastian Rogers was seen publicly was at the Texas Roadhouse. This is on Sunday, February 25th of this year. He went there with Katie Proudfoot, his mom. They apparently did a couple things before that. They went grocery shopping, and then I think they went to the bowling alley. It sounds like they maybe played arcade. I'm not sure. They said played games. And then after that, they went to eat at about around 6 p.m. And then from there went home. And then, of course, sometime during the night, he goes missing. Was it an abduction? Did he run away? I don't think he ran away because, he didn't have his shoes. And, there's the story about him stepping on a dirt mound with his bare feet and not knowing it was a fire ant hill. So he doesn't, according to his father, Seth, he doesn't go anywhere without his shoes. So let's look at it. This is the footage where I broke it down yesterday. But we're going to go right into the unedited version. So here it is. So it starts just a little bit before the other footage, and I'm going to play it once just normally without the edits, like I said, and then I'll break it down with the edits so we can kind of look at stuff. And if you see anything, just let me know and point it out. So here we go. It pretty much starts off with, sorry, trying to get it right at the beginning, because it starts off with that green hoodie person. Again, I just want to reiterate that we're not looking at this person as a suspect, as far as we know, just a possible witness. Anyway, let's play the footage. So we can see green hoodie person walking, and if you can't see it and you're on your phone, don't worry, I will replay it where I zoom in. But one thing to notice, and I'm just going to back it up one time, that I find really odd, is notice as if she's walking to go to the entrance where it's between, kind of like the handicap entrance right here. And notice there's a family that comes out, and it's almost like her direction is going towards the, the handicap, area. And this family comes out, and then this is Katie Proudfoot's car right here. And you'll notice she starts to kind of go this way, but then goes right between the cars. Now this is at 6:22. See, look at her. She's almost going right for that, and then she beelines it second the family is walking. Now she is now between these two cars. You can't really see it. Now that's at 6:22 and 40 seconds exactly. Good to see you, Micro Kimmy. Alan, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Leslie, Billy, good to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Now at 6:24, I believe, is when. Was it 6:24? Yeah, 6:24. No, so there she is, and she's kind of malingering, kind of between, or lingering, not malingering, lingering. You can kind of see her kind of coming in and out. It's so weird. And we'll take a look at it. But then, of course, this is the footage that now, we've seen this, and it's been zoomed in. There's an interaction. Now, I kind of chalked it up as possibly maybe this is a homeless person, and, maybe they were wanting to ask for some money, and then went and used the restroom. Now they go in, and now we get to see footage from inside. Uh, 4x4, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for so much for tuning in. So then Katie leaves. As they're leaving, now it's kind of hard to see her, but she is right here. And again, I'll slow it down. But there is the lady with the green hoodie here. And here. And here. And this is, I think, now when she's coming out right here. Fortunately, we don't have a timestamp. I'm assuming that zoomed in. I think she's still trying to find maybe the restroom. And then they cut back to as they were leaving. So I think they're kind of trying to put it in chronological order from what I understand. And then there's some weird stuff at the end that I definitely want to go back and edit. And we could do it live if you guys want. So Katie Proudfoot leaves. Somebody else parks in the handicap where they were at. And I think it's at 6:20. I'm going to write this down here. I want to say 6:28 is when the lady comes back out. 6:20. It's either 6:26 or 6:28, but I think it's 6:28. Chemistry queen. Sorry, said that too fast. Thank you, Chris and mods, for your hard work. Much love. Thank you so much for the support. God bless you. Wow, we got almost 1,500 people in here. Thank you guys so much again, taking time out of your day to watch the show. If you're just coming in, we are breaking down new release Texas Roadhouse footage. This is more to do with the green hoodie person. If you're not up to date, yesterday they allegedly cleared this possible witness, but then Dog put out a tweet and this 10-minute video claiming that I don't know how to word it because I don't want to speak for them, but kind of alleging that they don't know if this person has actually really been cleared or talked to. So yeah, it must be 6:28 when they walk out. But it's interesting. And then we'll replay it again, and I'll slow it down and I'll zoom in and show you guys some very odd things that I noticed. Oops. Yeah, if they haven't come forward, yeah, it would be nice to know, if this was just, again, possibly, the thing that comes to mind is possibly a homeless person, maybe asking for some change, and then, going to use the restroom. But the weird thing is that scenario, there's that family that's walking out. Why not ask them? I know they had kids, but even, Katie Proudfoot, she's got a teenager. So if it's her asking for money, I don't understand why she didn't just go to the family that was walking out. And it's so weird that she kind of beelined it. So now this person's going to be walking out any minute now. I'm going to write down the time here. And I'll get to chat. Sorry, I just want to write down these timestamps so that way I can go back to them. And I will zoom everything in on the next one so you guys can see it better. So this person should be coming out. That guy. Sorry guys, I'll read chat here in just a second. I just want to make sure I get the timestamp. 6:29? 6:29 then. Did I miss her? There she is. Okay, there she is. Oh, God, man, she's hauling butt, too. Holy cow. Okay, let me write that down. I was like 6:29:45. Okay, I'm just writing down notes here, guys. Okay. I'll get to chat 1 second. Let's just watch her. Okay, so she's hoofing it. So keep your eyes up here again. I've got where I zoom it in for you guys on the next one. But we're gonna see her right there. Right there. And cuts to the right. There she is, and I see her. There she is right there, I think. Okay, I'll have to break that part down too. Okay. Thank you guys. I hear a lot of subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing. Uh-oh, my chat broke. Might have to fix my chat real quick here. What's going on? Okay, everything good. Mods, let me know how we've got so many people in here. I think I just broke my chat in here. Alright, the footage is about to end, and then I've got the edited version where everything's zoomed in for you guys. Susan says she thinks she's a part of this. You know, again, we don't want to allege that this is like a potential suspect, but just thinking about it as a, you know, a potential witness, you know. Again, because I don't want to destroy anybody's lives, you know. Again, this person could just, again, there could be an instant explanation, but there's some weird, funky stuff going on. I have to admit. So now I'm going to play the version where I zoom everything in for you. Yeah, I can definitely slow the chat. Alright, guys. So this is where I zoom it in for you guys. And then I'm going to have to go into the editor because I didn't realize that you can actually see her. Even though she darts to the right, she actually then, I believe, darts to the left, which I missed that. So we'll go into the editor and see what's going on there. So let's break this down, guys. All right. Okay, so let me take a sip. All right, so now we're back at the beginning. Green hoodie person is coming out. And this is slow motion. And it's zoomed in here. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, mods. God bless you guys. Bless everybody. Happy holidays for those that celebrate it. You guys are amazing taking the time of your day to watch the show. So here is Green Hoodie. Kind of casually walking. Now notice her direction. You know, she is headed, you know, for this lane right here. Now we have a family with, I think, maybe 2 kids. A mother and 2 kids, maybe. I think. She's scanning around. Yeah, it looks like, you know, maybe a 2 sisters or a sister and brother. I can't tell right there. But then she kind of notices them and then goes next to Katie's car, which is really odd. And now she is just lingering, and we can kind of see her kind of moving here and there. I guess I should have zoomed this in. I will do one final edit live with you guys, and I'll pause it and I'll read chat here in just a second, guys. I just want to see if I can see her moving here. So Katie's going to come out at 6:24. So this lady, she came out at 6:22 in about 40 seconds. And Katie and them are going to come out at 6:24. And so she is sitting between these cars for 2 minutes, which is weird because if the scenario is that, maybe she's homeless and she's, waiting to ask somebody for money. Well, I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You had this mother here. How come how come she didn't, ask them, if that's what was going on? But anybody else has like a logic scenario that's, innocent, please put it in the chat and I'll try to read it here. But, why is she lingering near Katie's car? This is weird. Thank you so much, Don. I see so much love. Thank you, guys. I wish I could shout everybody out, but we'd be here all night. Let me get to you guys' support. Oh my God, there's so much. Now I've got it kind of slowed down but you can kind of see some movement here. I'm gonna write this down because there's gonna be I will break it down live in a couple parts after this. So she is lingering around 6:23. There she is. She kind of popped out right there. Did you guys see that? I'm going to zoom this in after. Because we didn't see this part here. Because she's there. And I'm sorry if you're on the phone. I will fix it and I'll zoom that part in. I mean, and you can almost see the writing on her hoodie, meaning that she's looking towards Katie's car. I mean, this is weird. Rainy Days bring Sebastian home. Thank you, Rainy Days. A huge supporter of the channel. Member for 30 months. You are a legend, Rainy Days. God bless you. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend and happy holidays. So now Katie and them come out. We've kind of seen this before, so I'm going to get to chat for a minute. But then we'll look at the bathroom, and then we'll look at the exit. Paranormal fan gifting a mob crew membership. Thank you so much, Paranormal. I think you changed your name. I love the new name. Harley Ryder says, hey Chris, can we check out the timestamp on when KP looks at her pocket, supposedly checking another phone that lights up to the timestamp of the woman getting at the car? Oh. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Okay, I wrote that down, sweetie. Zaya, gifting 5 mob crew memberships. If by chance you did get gifted a mob crew membership, if you could thank the person, Zaya and Paranormal Fan, if you did receive a mob crew membership, sorry. NFT renewing their membership. Thank you so much. Okay, now it's going to cut into where they're at here. Crafts and Crime. Her car is a 2018 or newer Chevy Equinox. Can you check that vehicle to the lights video, please? I have. That was one of the first Crafts and Crime. Maybe we'll do another vehicle. I know I haven't done one for a while. We'll do a vehicle lineup again. Okay, so now I slowed this down so you could see a little bit better, and I zoomed it in. So we can see the green hoodie. Now she is inside the Texas Roadhouse. Doesn't interact with anybody. I'm assuming the bathrooms are back here. You know, we have the bar kind of set up right here. Here she is. Wow, we got 2,000 people in here. Thank you guys so much. If you can, if you haven't already, please hit that like button. Helps this channel out. And God bless you guys. Yeah, so she's right here. I know it's really kind of hard to see because there's so many people. And then this is where I think it cuts to where she's going to be coming out. I believe these are the two restrooms. But she's going to be coming out right here. Not sure if that one's her or the... There she is. Or maybe she's still going to the restroom. So then it cuts back. That's Sebastian Rogers leaving while she is in the... Obviously in the Texas Roadhouse. They leave. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and skip it forward because there is... I mean, there's definitely some vehicles that we could take a look at as well. $6.29. So I'm going to go ahead and skip it. Yeah, I don't know. To me, I think he's a little shady, in my opinion. All right, let's skip it forward a little bit here, and let's watch her as she just beelines it out of there. So she went in at 6:24. So she's in there for pretty much almost 5 minutes. And then she exits out at 6:29 and 45 seconds. Again, this is military time. So this is 6 p.m. She's going to exit right here. Boom. And I mean, she is in a rush. I mean, you see how fast she went out? Now, this is slowed down. There she is. Now, she's going to cut right. Now, what I didn't notice because I was trying to prepare the live and I just didn't have enough time to edit everything like I would normally do, but we actually see her back here. And we'll see a figure. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit and I'll show you guys. And there's a person walking back here. And there's a vehicle. I don't know if that vehicle picks her up. There's a second vehicle back there. Okay. I would like to edit and highlight what's going on when she leaves. Angel Wings, Chris, do you believe she has something to do with it? I don't know if she, is like directly involved or anything, but I would like to know what transpired. If it was innocent, this is why it just bugs the hell out of me. Why, like, Katie, you know, maybe she doesn't feel like she's been doing well with interviews and is going to be criticized. But at the very least, can't she post on Facebook or, an X account or whatever saying, hey, I know everybody's looking at this. This is what happened, and explain, if this was an innocent, encounter, Now, would everybody believe her? I don't know, but at the very least, maybe whatever she claims to have happened, would make sense. Okay, let's. Do you guys? Sure, you'd like to see me break this down, and let's look at what happens when she leaves. So, give me 1 second while I pull up my program here. Again, thank you so much for those that have shown support. If by chance, it's not necessary, although it does help the channel, that you can support the channel through your memberships, Patreon, Venmo, stuff like that's in the chat or down in the description if you would like. But again, it's not something that I like to beg for, but I do spend usually hours putting a show together. This one, is a little bit more just slowly putting something together because, this just kind of came out last minute. But let's look at what in the hell she was doing as she left. Okay, so 6:29. She leaves. Alright, so what we're going to do... Actually, let me do this. Let me get rid of all that. That is all the footage, right? Okay. And that is where she leaves. Okay. That's her leaving. I'm going to go ahead and zoom that in a little bit better. Okay. Oh, and I also want to zoom in what in the hell she was doing by the car, because I think we can see her lingering as well. So we're going to focus on when she walks in, walks up to the car. I'm not going to worry about the exchange because I know that's kind of been broken down. Okay. So this is where she has now been behind the car. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to cut that out. And let's just keep an eye on what she's doing up here. For that 2 minutes. Yeah. That is so weird. Actually. Okay, give me a second, guys, and I will read chat here in just a second. Yeah, because you can see her moving around. That is so weird. Okay. Then let me focus on... So I'm going to take everything out from the restroom inside for right now. That doesn't really show much. And we're going to go ahead and cut to when she leaves. Okay. Alright, so she leaves at 6:29 and 45 seconds. Let me zoom that out just a little bit. I want to make sure everybody can see it okay. Six 29, 45 seconds. Okay. And back that up just a little bit. And then I'm going to zoom in on what she's doing behind the shrubbery. And I'm going to try to lighten it up a little bit as well. Okay. Alright, let's see what in the hell is going on back here. See, we see movement back here, so I am gonna right there. I'm gonna slow that down. I am gonna zoom that in even more. See, and there's a person walking up there. Just bear with me, guys. Almost done for you guys here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add some brightness to it here. Add a little white. We're gonna take out the shadows a little bit. Brighten that up just a tad. Okay. There's also a couple of vehicles. Give me just a second here. Alright guys, this is something I would usually do before I went live. Brighten this up. Let's give it a little brightness. Slow this down just in case there's something we can see, because there's a car that goes by. Alright guys, thank you so much for the subscriptions and the support. Okay, there she is. There she is. Let me see if I can zoom that in a little bit more for you guys. Boy, she is hoofing it. Okay. Let me zoom that in just a little bit more. Alright, this is just about ready. Okay. Brighten it up. Brighten it up. Take the shadows out a little bit. Brighten that up. Okay. And one last thing. I want to... Oh, yeah. God, what is she doing? What is she doing right there? I might kick up the brightness just a little bit there as well. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, do you see her kind of just... Make sure you guys can see it okay. Oh, let me get rid of these keyframes. They're not working. There we go. Move that right there. Okay. I think I have it ready for you guys. Alright. Alright. Okay, one last thing. Boost that. Boost that. Go ahead and save as test. Export. We're gonna bring up the thing here. We'll put that in the live. Okay, put that in the oven for a second. That'll take just 2 minutes, guys. All right. Woo! Got 2,000. All right. We're gonna zoom everything in. Now there's not much going on, obviously, inside. You know, it looks like she's walking to the bathroom. We're just going to focus on her coming out and her exiting and what we can see after she goes behind the shrubbery. And just to see if we can see anything. Again, I just want to reiterate, this is not a suspect. This is just a possible witness that allegedly law enforcement has spoken to, but Dog the Bounty Hunter believes that this may not be true. Again, you know, I don't know, but the fact that they released this footage clearly suggests that they must not believe Sheriff Craddock, which doesn't surprise me. Perhaps she heard because she knew it. Yeah, who knows? Again, it could be innocent. It could be nefarious. Again, who knows? Shyla, is it Waltz? From Northern New York with a $4.99 super sticker. Thank you so much, Shyla. Thank you. God bless you. Happy holidays. All right, let's break it down so you guys can see it. Go ahead and let's see what we can break down. Okay, this now has the zoomed in versions for anybody that's on their phone, you know, maybe having a hard time looking at what's going on. let me make sure I've got it all set up. And Deanna Downey, I'm sorry. Deanna, thank you so much for becoming a member and supporting this channel. God bless you. Happy holidays. And Leslie Perry, renewing their membership. Thank you so much. God bless you. And again, if by chance, if you donate through Venmo or PayPal, if you would just let my mods know, because I'm in an area where I get bad service, and even though I have notifications on, sometimes I get them right away, and sometimes I get them 20, 30 minutes later. Okay. All right. Now we got it zoomed in. All right. So we're starting off with green hoodie person coming out. Let's see what's going on. Again, first thing that sticks out to me is, she's walking to the path, but, with this family coming out to walk to the car, she then kind of beelines it over to Katie's car. Let me make sure I got the right footage here. Oh. Oh, I know what I did. Okay. I had the regular one and then I had the... Okay. My apologies. Okay, let's start that again. I forgot. I had the regular one and then the one I just made for you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, now we'll zoom in. You can see stuff. My apologies. SF 4x4 Explorers, good to see you. Thank you so much for coming to a member and supporting this channel. God bless you guys. All right, so Granny Hoodie Putterson comes out. I know we just kind of talked about this, but I wanted to make sure I got the right video. Kind of looking around, left to the right to left. For some reason, again, it's weird. She kind of beelines it. Now is going to be behind Katie's car, which is just, again, I can see why Dog's team is like, we need to look into this because, this is, suspicious behavior. It could have a innocent explanation, but still, the night before Sebastian Rogers goes missing, you have this lady, green hoodie person, subject, comes out and hangs around Katie's car. So, of course, it's been 10 months with, no major leads. And of course, the public is, when it comes to surveillance and footage, that's how they caught the CEO killer, Luigi. So here, if you notice, let me blow it up a little bit more for you guys. You'll start to kind of see her linger here. Now remember, she's sitting there for about 10 minutes before Katie comes out. And there, you can kind of see her right here. And there, you see movement. And you can almost see the logo on her green hoodie, meaning that she's clearly like almost looking into Katie's car. There she is again. Hey, June, good to see you, sweetie. I hope you're doing well. Still see some movement there. Mad Mama Bear says, I don't believe Summer County Sheriff did an interview with Green Hoodie Woman because they had this video 10 months ago. Yeah. Again, in the words of Craddock, we don't know what we don't know. So now Katie comes after this person's been lingering for, a minute. For 2 minutes. Sorry, I got a text here. Give me just 1 second. Okay. My apologies. Okay, so they are in the car. Now we are going to go ahead and skip forward because we want to see what's going on after she leaves. Okay, here we go. So she is going to exit right here. Here she is exiting. Walking away. Again, we can't go any higher because this is at the top of the surveillance. Now keep in mind it's slowed down because she was hoofing it outside. I missed it a couple times when I was trying to find her leaving. But she barrels to the right. Now, it could be just because this shrubbery is high and maybe there's a way, to get around this. But now we're going to focus our attention over here. Now, there's a little bit of a parking lot back here with another building. And there is a person. It's tough to say. It's very bad quality, but if I had to guess, it looks like green hoodie person. Then someone noticed that there's some lights lighting up here. And we have a vehicle driving by. Could be unrelated. Could be picking her up. We got a black car coming by. Another white car, which is interesting. Kind of looked fairly similar, but I don't think it could be the same car because they'd have to circle around pretty fast. Now look. There's the person moving again. Oh my gosh. I didn't even see that. Whoa. Whoa. Did you guys see that? Right here, right here. And that's slow motion. This is slowed down. Why are they running? Right there. Again, is it green hoodie person? I don't know. Yeah, now they said that, okay, so I just want to reiterate, Law enforcement allegedly said that they cleaned green hoodie person, but Dog put out a tweet saying that he's not sure if that person has actually been spoken to. I don't want to use the word, cleared, as if she's a suspect, but she could know something. Yeah, do you guys see that? I might have to break that down a little bit more. I did not notice her running back. So here is the subject going left. They are. And you can see some movement here, so they kind of came here. I will try to do one more zoom in with the person running to the right and see if I can run a few filters real quick for you guys. But right here, there they are, running off to the right. That is interesting. What do you guys think? Could she be robbing cars? That's possible, yeah. Certainly, Again, I don't want to label her as a suspect, but, again, it is weird that she's sitting by Katie's car and is kind of facing it, from what we can tell. Nadia, yeah, we just got to be careful, Nadia. I appreciate you being here. Just be careful of actually saying, who did it. We have to use the word allegedly. Just be careful how you word things if you can. Yeah, we did play it full, Leanne. I did at the very beginning. We played the whole thing. I'm just trying to highlight some of the stuff that I find suspicious. Let's take a look at the person running. And see if we can see anything here, because that is really odd. Okay, there they are running. Okay. All right. Let me run a couple filters here. Okay, I got light on. Exposure. Oh, exposure. I should have ran that earlier. That would have been good on this one too. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Where are you? There you are. Give me. Okay, right there. Sure. Okay. Woo! Man. That is interesting. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. That looks like green hoodie person, especially now with it, you know, with the hair. Boy, they are booking it. Okay. Alright. Right about there. Here. Right about there. Okay. See if I can cut exposure, brightness. Oh, that's not the right one. Okay, that's about the best I can do without, you know, trying to on the fly here. Let's see. Could I do it like that? My border cuts it off right there. No, let me do this. Again, we're just gonna okay, one more time. We're just gonna look at her or this person. Oh, me. This person running here. Thank you, Karen, so much for the Venmo. God bless you. That helps this channel out so much. Again, we cover true crime mystery to the missing, but during the, right now it's winter time, but during the the summertime, spring, and in fall, we actually go out and search for the missing. I was involved in the Dylan Rounds case. I got to work with Texas EquiSearch. We worked on a case this year with Aiden Clune. We actually found the first physical evidence in 2 years. No evidence has ever been found of this kid. He just parked his truck off the side of a interstate, wandered off into a mountain range with a heavily wooded area, and we went in there so many times, and we actually finally found his shoes. Anyway, if you'd like to learn more, if you're a member, you can look that up. There's even videos. You don't have to be a member to learn about that as well. It's the Aiden Clune case, but now, since we found the shoes, they are able now to go out there with the cadaver dogs. Unfortunately, they're going to have to wait until next year because obviously it's winter time. All right, let's look at this person running here, and then we'll read chat for a little bit, and then we'll finish up here. I will probably have an extra video as well, just breaking down all the highlights of everything. You make a great point, Meow. That's something that we'll probably talk about in the next live. Okay, quickly, we see the lady kind of beeline towards Katie's car, which is really odd. Again, I thought if this was kind of like a homeless person panhandling. I don't know why they didn't ask. Well, I mean, she's got food and kids, but she. It's just weird that she's sitting between these two cars, and she's really, because you can see the writing on her hoodie. You can't make it out, but the fact that you can see the writing means that she's looking at Katie's car, which is very odd. Um, and again, if she was just asking for money, why not ask these two gentlemen? Let me take a sip here. Let me reach out. Oh, thank you, Dina. So here we kind of see her kind of lingering around, loitering, whatever you want to call it. And at one point you can kind of see the writing. Yeah, right here you can kind of see the writing on her sweatshirt, hoodie, whatever. Meaning she's kind of more facing the car. Kind of moving back and forth right there. It's so weird. Again, you can kind of see her through the windshield right here. All right, let's get to the running part because we'll kind of finish up here and I'll read chat for a minute. So then, of course, she talks to Katie for a little bit. Some kind of exchange happens. What they exchanged, we don't know. Was it just some small talk? You know, your guess is as good as mine. Then that lady goes into the restaurant to allegedly use the restroom. She's in there for about 5 minutes, and then she leaves at 6:29 in about 45 seconds. Oop. There she is. Wait. Right. She was part of that group there. I accidentally kind of edited over, but anyway, she's walking out. And there she is. And she's going to cut to the right. That's what she says. But it's possible she could have been followed by a vehicle. Again, we don't know. Okay, now we're gonna. So here's the shrubbery. She cut to the right here. Now, here is what I believe is her. I can't say 100% because it's super grainy. After this live show, I will see if I can run some programs to maybe kind of see if I can clean it up, maybe run some AI on it. And I'll also kind of show what that parking lot looks like. It's supposed to be a building, and it's supposed to be just kind of a short little parking lot, kind of like this one here on Texas Roadhouse. Not a very big parking lot, if I understand correctly. But then we have this. We have two white cars go by. And then all of a sudden, Right there. We have a person. This is slow motion too. And they just zip by. And they're running. Again, this is slow motion. That is just weird. Just looking to see if I see anything else. Then we have one other vehicle. Could she have gotten in that vehicle? Possibly. But there's a zoomed out where she's running to the right. And a vehicle passing by. Again, there could be more stuff that's in the footage that's not associated with the green hoodie lady. Maybe there's something else. Maybe vehicles. So I will definitely be breaking this footage down even more later tonight. Maybe I'll have a members live tomorrow. Maybe I'll do 2 lives, a regular and a members. We'll see how much I can get done. But one last thing for anybody that kind of missed it, according to Dog, because yesterday they said they allegedly cleared this green hoodie person, but according to Dog, he said from Detective Carter, which is, I'm assuming, Sumner Sheriff's County Office, said, if y'all want to release the Texas Roadhouse photo to see if anyone can ID that person, we're good with it. Just add us on the tips or feel free to forward them as they come in. And then Doug says, P.S. Do you believe me or Sheriff Snuggle Struggle, referring to Sheriff Craddock? So, basically implying that even though they claim that Green Hoodie has been cleared, Dog, from what I understand, is insinuating that maybe this person hasn't actually been cleared or even talked to. I don't know. So with that, I am just going to play the regular footage while I read a few chat, and then I will do another live maybe tomorrow. So let me get to all the donations. Nina Drew with a 99 super sticker. Thank you, Nina. God bless you. We also have Julie saying thank you, Chris, with the green hearts. Thank you so much, Julie. God bless you. You guys are legends. June, who's an amazing supporter with the $4.99 super sticker. Thank you so much, June. You are a sweetheart. Leanne Wilson coming in with a Mob Crew membership. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. I do have a Patreon as well, which I upload, sometimes my notes. And there's categories with each of the cases and stuff like that, along with Sebastian Rogers. Alicia Cardwell says, Chris, that last car that drove by, so the taillight matched the one in the neighborhood, that dark car you just showed. I think I know which one you're talking about. I may do so if I get enough time to do a regular show on top of a member show, maybe we'll do a little car, we'll overlap some cars with what we see in the footage here, and I'll take them from this footage and then overlap them with the footage from at 3:10 at night, with the suspicious vehicle. Susan Kemp coming in with the Mob Crew membership. Thank you so much, Susan. Happy holidays. God bless you. You guys are so amazing. The support is just overwhelming. I can't. I don't know why I can't see that. It's weird. Could Green Hoodie have been running at the Texas Roadhouse to catch a ride home with Katie Proudfoot? She is. Now, again, I don't know if that's her 100%. But that is an interesting thought. I like that. You know, it's certainly possible. But thank you so much. Fixin' 2. I thought it said fishin'. I'm sorry. Fixin' 2. I'm sorry. It's really small right here. Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know the whole snuggle struggle, Marlena kind of explains it here. Craddock defined the word ape with the R word as snuggle struggle. Yeah, it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. I mean, it is a very disgusting phrase to put out there. I mean, especially for those that have been a victim of something like that, it is absolutely disgusting. I'll be your Huckleberry. Thank you so much for coming in and watch the show. Again, I wish I could shout everybody out. You guys are such an amazing supporting crew. God bless you. You're an amazing community. And of course, you guys want the best for Sebastian. And hopefully, you know, we just got to put pressure. And, you know, maybe this lead ends up being a nothing burger. But again, you know, there may be something here in this surveillance. Maybe it's not the Green Hoodie. Maybe it's a random vehicle that could have followed Katie home that could be looked at. You know, there's definitely something that could be in this footage that we may overlook. That's why, you know, the public is such an amazing resource. Again, referring back to the CEO assassination with Brian Thompson. They got that picture of him with the mask out there, and you know what? He was wearing the mask all the time when he went out to Pennsylvania. And because he was wearing the mask, if he took that mask off, he probably would have been able to get away at least for a little bit longer. But because he's wearing this medical mask and it's not the pandemic anymore, they're like, yeah, this guy's sus, and there it is. I agree. Totally agree. All right, before we go, if you guys want to hit some green hearts to show support for Team Sebastian, again, I just want to reiterate, you know, I'm not, you know, just solely gunning for the Proudfoots. I just want the answers. I am Team Sebastian, and I just want to do whatever I can from as a content creator to bring awareness for his case, because certainly, you know, that side of it, you know, with Chris and Katie, they're certainly not out there advocating for him. And, you know, it just, to me, that's not normal behavior. Does that automatically make them guilty? No, but to me, that's red flags. So, with that, let me make sure I just didn't miss any possible donations. Sometimes I get them after the show. If by chance you did like a Venmo or PayPal, I'll try to thank you in the chat, or I'll do it in the next show. But with that, let me finish up by saying, Carol, God bless you. She says, Merry Christmas, Chris. Merry Christmas to you, Carol, and to all those who celebrate that holiday. Happy holidays and a new year. Members will be live tomorrow. I'll try to maybe have a double show. We'll see what happens. And then, of course, most importantly, thank you to the mods, D, Sensei, Jennifer. I'm not sure all who was here because I've been kind of focused on the video, but huge shout out to the mods. They do such an amazing job. And what we're going to do before the end of the year is we'll have a show where all the donations that come in, we'll just put those in a pile and then we'll give those to the mods because they don't get paid and, you know, they're just doing this on their free time and they make this, you know, help make this a wonderful community. NFT, thank you so much for the $6.99 Canadian. God bless you. With that, I am going to head out. If you are a new member, if you would like to send in some pet photos, we'd like to do a pet outro just to kind of, you know, end on a high note and add some levity to the situation. So I'm going to do that now. And then with that, members will be back tomorrow and then maybe a special show as well for the regulars. Again, I'm sorry I couldn't get to everybody's comment. Again, I'd be here all day if I did. So, God bless you. And we will see you guys tomorrow.